Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Friday's Reading the Red this Friday morning. Going to be a warm day, I think, today. No rain list. So Matthew chapter 13, verse 25, Jesus brings us deeper into the story of the tares among the wheat. And he says in 25, "But while his men were sleeping, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went away." While his men were sleeping, his enemies sowed tares. Now, this guy's got an enemy, and having sown good soil in his field, in his life, this man has friends who serve him, and they are asleep. So they should have been alert, but they were not alert. They were asleep. And as a result of them being asleep, an enemy was able to come and sow tares into their field, into their life, into this man's life. So the deceiver brings, as it were, tares, and a tear really is a negative thing. It's not a positive thing. So whereas the man sowed good seed, this is the very opposite to good seed. This is seed that is not good. It's destructive. It's going to bring harm, and it's not going to be helpful. The man, as it were, had an enemy who sowed tares into his life because his friends were not alert, not aware, and as a result of that, these tares went into his life. And a tare is something that appears to be the same as a good seed, but actually, as it develops and grows, it becomes obvious to everyone around that actually this is an unhealthy thing. And there are many things in our lives that happen to us that appear to be good for us, but actually turn out to be not so good. And this is true with all kinds of things. It might be a job that we got, or a place that we visit, or a holiday that we have, or a friendship that we develop, or a relationship that we develop. They appear to be, as it were, just what this person needs, like a fresh sense of new beginnings. Only as time goes on, we realize that this isn't actually a good seed after all. It's a bad seed. And later on in the revelation of the truth regarding the tares, Jesus once said these words, "Let the tares and the wheat grow together for now, and then at harvest we will separate the tares and the wheat. We will separate the good and the bad. And the bad will be cast aside into hell," is what he says, "and the good will be invited into the kingdom of God." But how do we get these tares out of our lives? Well, first of all, we have to recognize that they're there. And you know that a tear is a tear because it is producing in you something that actually is unhelpful for you. And unhelpful things are not good things, they're bad things. And we need to get rid of the bad things in our lives and not live with them. And so when you identify a problem in your life, you need to realize that that problem needs to be dealt with. And you can try and deal with it yourself. And if you can deal with it yourself, wonderful. But if you can't, then you need help. And God is here to help us and deliver us from when we've identified the tares to deal with those tares. And the rest of the story, which comes next week, we'll carry on. Have a great weekend. Bless you. And I'll speak soon.